boys and girls, welcome to the Marinette Rec Center. We're tonight the Great Lakes Hockey League presents the finest in men's hockey action as the Eagle River Falcons take on your M&M Shamrocks. Now for tonight's action, we have the Eagle River Falcons against M&M Shamrocks. We'll announce the starting lineups for Eagle River in the goal. Number 1, Mathis Anderson. At defense, number 3, Bob McDonald. At defense, number 15, Evan Johnson. At forward, number 6, Eric Johnson. At the forward, number 19, Mike Arnold. And your final forward tonight, number 25, Zach Kennedy. And now, time for your M&M Shamrocks. Even at Green Bay, Wisconsin, number 3, Marinette. At defense from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, number 22, Marshall Walker. Defense from Marinette, Wisconsin, number 43, Tyler Anderson. And from Sylvester, Wisconsin, number 77, Terry Williams. That's center from Marinette, Wisconsin, number 21, Wesley Knudsen. And finally, at Eagle River Wisconsin, and one for Shamrock captains, number 86, Zach Johnson. At this time, we ask everyone who's able to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats, and veterans, we invite you to salute as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. Attention to center ice, the honorary face-off. Taking the face-off for your Shamrocks from Marinette, Wisconsin, and one of your captains, number 14, Adam Lemire. Joining us for tonight's homeowners are honored to introduce your Division 10 Michigan State Football Champions, the Mighty Marinette. The Mariners completed sport activity for the 6th and 5th period in Detroit, who secured their first title since 2007. Let's give them a round of applause. Taking the face-off on the hand from the Mariners is Coach Matthew.
Hello everyone and welcome on into the Marinette Rec Center as the Shamrocks play host to the Eagle River Falcons. Johnson out there to take the draw across from Kennedy, and quickly breaking away with it there for the Falcons is Jansen. Indeed, picked up by Johnson behind the net, tries to reverse towards Olsen, unable to do so. Out in front, Otto on the one-timer. A quick goal for the visiting Falcons. Just 11 seconds into the game and a 1-0 lead for the road team. Take this one back to center ice and try again. This time Johnson pushes forward. We'll go back to Everson on defense for the far side, for the Falcons I should say. Johnson coming through, picks that one up, carries in. He'll offer a shot far side. Knudsen will pick that up, puts it back deep. Johnson putting the brakes on there, comes out to the point where it's picked up by Walker, and a shot there kicked aside. Down low, LaHillier trying to take a step and make a move with it. And a shot there sent aside again. Knudsen now trying to chip that one up past the stick of Jansen, out to the point for Olsen. That one's deflected. Forwarding it on there, McDonald. He's got a man in behind. That's Jansen, and a good defensive effort there from Walker to push that one away. Lemry there trying to put the brakes on and find his way out of the zone, unable to make it past the defensive efforts of Otto. Shot from the point there, offered up by Robinson and deflected aside. By Hausworth, I should say. He's now hassled by Olsen to free that puck up. Walker up the boards for LaHillier. LaHillier manages to get it past. He's got a man on the far side in Knudsen. Had to adjust a little bit, but does so. Couldn't quite settle the puck down on the first effort, but does, and then a shot that careens wide and back out towards center ice to be corralled in by Will Jannon again. Will Jannon surveys, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Far side bouncing puck there. Tapping at it was Lemry. He'll corral this one and send it in deep and give chase. Down low now, scrapping, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Bricks feeds out in front, had his man. It looked like Cook out in front, unable to connect fully, and a shot offered from the point off of the stick of Will Jannon once again. Now coming out of the zone with it there was Rosser, and back on defense, gathering in and working that one up was Lucas. Off the boards, looking in the direction, and then successfully getting it to Cook. Cook will take the shot himself, trying to test the glove there. And nothing going. Good jump for the Shamrocks offense there following the early goal by the Falcons. As that one goes around behind, McDonald surveys, feeds on up to the stick of Reala. Dances his way through and offers a shot there wide of the net mouth. Far side out to the defense, held in by Everson and kicked down low. Far side, Bieberitz trying to shrug off a couple of defenders, manages to do so, enough to feed on her for Moore. Moore now crosses the blue line, coming in, surveys looking for somewhere to go, and that one, perhaps more of a change-up than originally intended, will dribble in on net and be gloved in. Face off to the right-hand side there. Kick to the boards by Moore before it's pitchforked up and out. Nice job fielding the ground ball, or the bouncer by Steinhoff before it's sent back in off of the stick of McLaughlin. McDonald trying to feed that one out from down below. Able to keep it in, but only for the moment before it's backhanded out by Everson. He'll catch it on the good and go, but a good pick off there by McLaughlin coming back at it. Tries to make a move through McDonald, does so, dances around, and there to meet him was Everson. Back the other direction though, Carrillo. And now far side, able to, or not quite able to chip that one out as McLaughlin held in, and Olsen will hold on once more. Feeds for Chamberlain out in front, a shot there off of the stick of Francis, but wide. That one bounces near center. McLaughlin was headed to the bench, but he'll take the puck if it's coming to him. Good job to glove that one down, but right there was Francis. He'll walk that one towards the front, backhands across, looking for Chamberlain, who got it on the forehand and offered a shot, but wide of the net once again. In comes Cahill there to put a hit on, but able to break it out was Kennedy. He'll touch up, reset the offsides. Otto, the man curling, and he'll feed on for Kennedy once more. Backhands wide across the net mouth. Back door was Jansen, but not quite there. As Cahill will now try to battle off a platoon. Gets a little bit of help from Olsen. Manages to chip that one out towards center. LaHillier in hot pursuit, but not quite hot enough. And the far side, Kennedy there gets that one poked away. Olsen corrals, backhands up the boards. Caught in a bit of a change, no man there, so it'll be Russer who carries on, and that one off the glass. That ricocheted all the way back down, last off of a Falcon stick, so LaHillier will be able to take his time and pick it up behind the net. Looking for somewhere to go, had his man in Knutson back door, but a good sliding effort, and a stick laid down on the ice stops that one. Clearing effort there from Everson, or Otto I should say, picked up and sent back in deep. Little clutch on the attempt there by Russer, and now picked up by Will Jannon, carried in. Tried to feed that one through. Bouncer there. Knutson almost got that one picked up before a sliding effort from Jansen picked it off. Knutson again found his way to get that one to LaHillier. Lots of pucks in front there. Everything just a little bit on the wrong side of the stick or the wrong side of the feet there for Knutson on that effort, but managed to maintain control through most of it. This one now all the way back on the other end, handled there by another Otto and sent all the way on down. Full change for the home team as Everson from behind his own net feeds that one across center, touched at just about center ice. The linesman will signal no icing. That one picked up on the far side by Cook now. He'll carry through, poked away by McDonald near the blue line. That one ricocheting off of the boot of Lemery before can be furthered by Will Jannon in the direction of Cook. And again, it'll go all the way back down. Caught in a bit of a change now. Otto ridden down by Steinhoff. Now Lemery trying to poke this one through. Everson holding strong there. That one chipped up and over off the boards. Chasing it down is Hughes. Gathers it in, and a booming shot off of the leg pad, but off of the leg pad. And sent back in deep. Shamrocks will go regroup. Get a couple of sets of fresh legs out on the ice as McDonald surveys, trying to find somewhere to go with that up ice. He was looking for the long pass there and unable to cleanly connect, so we'll start this one over once more. That one chipped off the boards, and this one will go the distance for the icing call. 13:07 remaining in the first period. That lone goal from Eagle River at the 11-second mark of the period remains the only score on the board. And most of the offensive pressure has come from the home team since then. This one chipped out, kicked on up to himself by Rayala and around Bieberitz, trying to chip that one through. Carried it in the skates for a little while, but held in deep. McDonald was there, but now far side McLaughlin just from the far near side, I should say the center Line gets that one to the corner there. Bieberitz was on it, but effectively bumped off by Rayala. And McDonald now looking to clear. Good effort from McLaughlin to hold in. He works in, offered the shot. That one ricochets off the glass and out of play. Another shot booms off the leg pad as this one's picked up by Jansen. Edge defeated on towards Kennedy, and they'll work this one all the way down to behind the net where Olsen's there in defense, and a good job to get that one cleared. Near side, Cahill carries up the boards, had that one poked away just inside the offensive zone. And now that one chipped up. Gathered in by Hicks, and he'll play it on. Tapped out there. And all the way down for the icing. Bring this one all the way to the defensive end here, the left-hand side of Hicks. It's going to be Johnson in there working against Kennedy. And that one off the face-off, bar down and in, finds its way through to extend the lead. It's 1-1 back in the direction of Resser, and now out towards center. Picked up there by Lucas and sent on deep off the glass, unable to get it past LaHillier, who curls, looking to find some real estate, smothered up quickly there. Poked back towards him by Wiljanin. And on the far side, Halsworth hassled by Knutson. Before McDonald's able to feed to the near side. To Otto, picked off there by Lemery, who got it up to LaHillier, quickly hassled. And off the glass, that one cleared onto the stick of Otto once again. Didn't like the one-on-threes, didn't like what he had coming, so he'll turn and send that one off of the far end glass now. Lucas turns, surveys, feeds up in the direction of Cook. Waved off, though. Must have been enough traffic in the area as that one's fanned at down low. Able to get a stick on it there was Rosser. Fed out across center ice towards Rayala, who gets a warm welcome from Steinhoff. That one, a clapper sent. Hughes with a little bit of pressure earlier than he'd have liked. Unable to get that one clear, but he'll get it back and wrap all the way around, looking for bricks on the far side. That one chipped out off the glass, luckily enough for Lemery. And he'll pick that one up again, but only momentarily before Rayala carries back in. Couldn't quite make the move down the middle of the ice. He'll take it to the side, and that'll give everybody an opportunity to clear. So bouncing his way through there was Cook down below the net, able to gather that in. Centers, but nobody with him. I don't think anyone expected, including myself, him to be able to gain possession of the puck down underneath. Coming through to clear out that pile was Lemery. He'll offer a waffling puck in the direction of the net. And to momentarily waylay the chaos, that one will be covered up for a stoppage. Over half of the time in this first period gone. 2-0 the lead to the visiting Eagle River Falcons, who currently sit atop the Great Lakes Hockey League standings. That one chopped towards the boards, an attempt to clear it out there by Kennedy, unsuccessful as Olsen held the blue line. He holds it a little bit longer before it's fed on, at least as far as the stick of Jansen, who then furthers it around down behind the net. Walker there to pick it up. And unable to clear it past the stick of Everson out at the point. He'll go D to D to his partner, who offers a shot. That goes wide, backhanded again by Jansen, out towards it, but this time McLaughlin there to pick his pocket on that one. Bouncing puck, able to be picked up by Bieberitz. Takes a bit of a shove there as the puck trickles into the zone. Feeding that one up the boards, unable to get it past McLaughlin, who clutched for a moment and tried a shot that will get bounced up and out of play for another stoppage. Shamrocks still leading in the shots on goal department as far as the scoreboard indicates, but trailing in the successful efforts as they'll get this one in their offensive zone. One back to the point. Olsen over to the far side for Walker, who fanned on the one-timer, and McDonald will bring it back the other way. Picked off there by Olsen again. He'll try and catch up to it, but on it was Everson, and he'll retreat into his own zone to try and find a way to break it out. Goes across for McDonald, now feeding all the way across. Managed to nearly get there before it's picked up by Walker. And then left for more, and on the far side, a shot from Chamberlain also will find its way up and into the netting out of play. Reset again here to the right-hand side of the Eagle River net, and there to take it for the Shamrocks. Chamberlain on the far side. Halsworth, that one back to the point for Winterbottom, who offered a shot, now chased down in the corner by Chamberlain. He'll curl there, sends far side for the stick. Francis couldn't quite get that one fed on net, well held at the blue line by Winterbottom. He'll continue to push forward the rugby scrum that ensued there, but eventually it will be Siegmeyer able to clear. A little bit tangled up for Halsworth, able to corral momentarily. Will Janin able to clear but just. He'll take that one off the boot on the return journey, and this time decides he's going to use the room and skate it himself. Makes his way through, stumbles a little bit there. Defensive effort resulting in the loss of a stick, and the best they can offer is send that one all the way back down for an icing. Johnson towards LaHillier, managed to settle that one down enough for Steinhoff to get a shot. And that one back around and across center. Carrillo there to chase it down, picks it up, tries to make his way through the middle. Good defensive effort there by Steinhoff and LaHillier to slow it down. Reala trying to feed that one to the point, did so. Linesman indicating it was held in the zone, that is, as Johnson picks up from behind his own net, surveys, didn't like the look of it. But they'll keep giving him room, so he'll keep taking it up the ice. And the room ran out. Coming across now, Hughes will poke that one in the direction of LaHillier before getting it back, and now far side for Knudsen. He'll try and feed that one back to LaHillier. It'll be redirected, and Johnson will pick up near center. Sends that one in deep for McDonald. McDonald's clearing effort there, a bit wide, and that might go just a bit too far. And the icing will be called. Bring that one back down. Tie up on the draw there. Lemry able to kick it to himself, but Otto quickly on it. Walker held in at the point, tangled up down there as Cook manages to keep the puck in deep. At least for the moment. McDonald's clearing effort. He'll send that pass short towards the center for Kennedy to carry up ice. Otto now a shot there, somewhat blocked by Kennedy, but he'll maintain possession. And trying to work it back out to the point for Everson. Everson to the corner. Otto. Olsen there in defense, and that net's dislodged. But Hicks will correct it, and the official will be none the wiser. That one far side, held in by Rosser out there. He'll walk that in a little bit more. Man down in the crease as that wraparound backhand effort was attempted. And Hicks did a good job to get to that pipe just in time and hug it tight. Hasn't been much activity other than the couple of shots that went in down by the Shamrocks goal, but that was a bit of an exchange. That on and off of its prescribed location, and a few bodies in the blue. Olsen will take that one from the draw and send it across center where it's gathered in by Rosser. He's looking for somewhere to go with it. Goes up the boards and onto the stick of Racino. Puts that one in deep. Olsen, first man to it, and off the boards behind to Walker. Walker looks in the direction of Beeberts, who got a stick on it. Icing waved off as the puck, without the requisite velocity, if in fact it would have crossed the end line at all. Down low, Rosser looking for somewhere to go with it under pressure from Moore. Goes far side, picked off there by Moore. Offered that one back in the direction of the net, but not very much on it. And now it's fed on through to Racino. He gathered it off, tries to make the move around Will Jan, and perhaps got a little bit too cute with it. And now McLaughlin back the other way. He's got Beeberts with him on the near side, and trailing is Moore. McLaughlin tries to make the move. It'll function like a drop pass to Moore. Gathers it in behind the net. Thought for a second there about going up and over in a Michigan-esque maneuver. And instead the pitchfork offered by Racino. And it looks like the puck is lodged somewhere in someone's equipment. And we'll have our first infraction of the game here. That'll be Lane Rosser to the box, 2 minutes. And the gesture from the official indicating a slash. Power play for the Shamrocks. Not much of one. If they had all 5 guys on the ice, that one will go back to McLaughlin at the point now. Sends that one through, some bouncing traffic there between Knutson and Steinhoff. McLaughlin a good job to lacrosse that one down out of the air, but unable to keep it fully within the zone as that one's chopped up. Steinhoff shrugs off his defender. He'll walk that one in. Backhands towards center. Good job crashing there by Will Jannon to stymie the clearing effort, but this time McDonald will be able to chip, and then it is kicked up again off of the stick of Carrillo. Will Jannon pokes that one through. Knutson gives it another tap and into the zone. Again, unable to penetrate the final layer of defense there as McLaughlin reverses direction and heads into the zone himself. He'll carry that one down far corner, had a man out in front, trying to chip it up and over. Unsuccessful. He'll take a stick to the face there and retreat back to his spot on the point. He'll let Will Jannon do the muscle work along the boards there momentarily, but bouncing puck able to be cleared all the way down by Kennedy. 52 seconds remaining on the power play for the Shamrocks as McLaughlin gets this one started from behind his own net again. Eagle River happy to give him the first half of the ice. He'll drop that one for LaHillier. A shot there blocked by the defense of the Falcons. They'll come back 2-on-1, but a good effort from LaHillier on the return trip. Manages to slow that down and force a cross-ice pass that now retreats back out of the zone and across center. Only 30 seconds remaining on the power play as this one finds its way to the stick of Kennedy and in deep. Walker take a backhand chop at that one towards Bricks, who now feeds for Lemery near center. And crisscross maneuver there. Lemery looking to feed that one back out in front and again picked off by Rayala. Cahill now looking for somewhere to go as time expires on the power play. Both teams full strength as this one's carried in by Mike Otto, and he mirrored by Cahill all the way to the corner, and that one dropped off in a one-timer from Everson out near the point, finds its way to the back of the net. 2:28 remaining in the first. 3-0 now the lead for the Falcons. That one back towards Rosser. He'll drop off onto the stick of Siegmeyer across center and sends it in deep. First man to it there, Racino, along with Winterbottom. Racino maintains possession, feeds back out to the point, and onto the stick of Siegmeyer, who offers a shot. Good effort by Racino down low, trying to feed that one in, unable to get it all the way there. And now Chamberlain. He'll send a bouncer across center. Cahill in hot pursuit, waiting for a mistake. He got one, but not quite enough of one to keep the puck away from Siegmeyer, and now back the other direction. Paused for a moment there was Otto. And now down low. Chamberlain will be the one to come away with it after some pushing and shoving, and he'll get it back on the far side once again. Walks it in, 1-on-4. He'll just send that one in deep, checks and make sure he's got some guys with him, and now little cute at the blue line there on the breakout effort. And LaHillier able to feed on to Johnson, who was curling with some momentum, but got it poked away there by McDonald. Picked off there by Chamberlain in a shot. Bounced off the leg pad. Second effort by LaHillier. Unsuccessful. Good effort, though, and sliding out of the net to cover that one up. Those centering passes deep in the zone for the Shamrocks, it seems, hit a brick wall right about the inner hash on every effort. 1 minute remaining in the period as this one bounces out towards the middle. Able to hold it in there for a moment was Knudsen, and now Steinhoff picks up. He'll carry that one at least slightly into the zone himself. Johnson backhands in, but McDonald now goes across ice to his partner Everson. Picked off there. Johnson dumps in deep. And Knudsen will pick a side. McDonald will pick the other, and they'll be able to break that one out. Far side now, carried on in by Kennedy. Had a man down in front. Good sliding effort from Steinhoff to slow that one down. Back out to the point. The shot offered there. Ricochets off of one body. Johnson off the glass trying to clear. Caught the divider instead. He was able to get it as far as center. 13 seconds remaining in the period. That one down low, trying to walk through with it, unable to get much going. It'll come out across center, and we'll have a penalty call here with 3.2 seconds remaining in the first period of play. That'll be Rosser again. But the official's indication, and in fact the enforcement, will be one from each side, and LaHillier will find his way into the box as well. Four on four the setup, as that face-off is taken with minimal effort and sent on down to bring us to the end of period number one.
Tonight's sponsor of the game was Sports Corner. Please join us there after the game. We'd also like to thank our other member sponsors.
We'll have 4-on-4 play for the first minute and 57 seconds of period number two. But we'll take a break, play some games, resurface the ice, and be back with that final period in just a few minutes.
Get set, go! Congratulations to all contestants. Concessions are operated by volunteers with the M&M Shamrocks Youth Hockey. Your purchases help support local hockey, so please make food and non-alcoholic purchases in the southeast corner of the arena. So here's an opportunity to check cooking in the boardroom. Also to getting treats, windows, while
we'll get set here to start the second period of action. Minute 50 cents, so perhaps a bit more action on the scoreboard before this one's over, if that game is any indication. Looks like it'll be Bieberitz out there with McLaughlin, Olsen, and Walker. And this one will come to McLaughlin. He'll skate down the near side there, going to work against McDonald. Takes it all the way into the corner. Chased around the far side, but picked off in front of the net by Everson. Leaves for McDonald under some pressure from Bieberitz now. Backhands one out across center for Kennedy. Instead, it'll be McLaughlin who corrals it in. Curls in front of his own netminder. Glove down there by McDonald, who has the time to set one up. Finds the pipe. And it goes up and out of play. Got lucky in the right spot at the right time there. Able to tee one up and found the wrong half of the steal and out of play. Face off here, Knutson to work against Kennedy. He'll get that one towards the boards, and Walker will be able to carry it out of the zone at least, but McDonald picks up near center. McLaughlin was there to kind of shrug him off the puck, but sending back the other direction was Everson. Knutson picked the pocket there, tried to saucer that one up and out and gloved aside, but the call for the hand pass came there, and I would say likely a justified call, as there's a bit of an offensive move made with the puck in the glove. So we'll have this face-off here, neutral ice. Be Knutson going to work against Hausworth. Pokes that one forward and goes to chase it down, but Orsino there to send up the boards. Pinching off was Walker. And now Hicks will bat that one towards the corner, picked up by Everson. Had some pressure from McLaughlin. Behind the net now, a shot offered by Otto and around the far side. Everson a little twirl there to get past Knutson, but poked aside by Olsen. Far side, trying to walk that one in. Racino got that one taken away, and McLaughlin down the far side. 2-on-2 as they enter the zone. Little crisscross action there. McLaughlin will carry that one in deep, drop back in front. Knutson was there, but it was well covered by Otto. Still unable to get it out from behind that net as Will Janning comes in to offer some assistance. Everson to the far side for Otto. Feeds up the boards to Hausworth and gets it back across the ice. Some pressure coming across there from Will Janning. A little bit of poke from Lucas, but the puck will trickle back to the boards and onto the stick of Hausworth as both teams return to full strength. Add a second in the top of the slot there to tee that one up. Bounces off the end boards and pushed aside by Hicks. Back door. And ready for it was Racino. And it's nearly impossible to effectively defend that one. And score they will. That'll extend the lead to 4-0 with 17:54 left to play in the middle period. Chamberlain to take the draw for the Shamrocks, flanked out there by Francis and Cahill. Lucas on defense, takes a step across center ice and sends that one all the way down to the waiting glove of Lamb. Same trio up front for the Shamrocks. They will work against Rayala there on the draw, and that one held down low and reversed by Siegmeyer. Out to the point, held in by Lucas. Chamberlain trying to make some space for himself there, unsuccessful. And that one bounces off the near side boards, picked up by Koenig. And dropped out to the point for Rosser, who put that one on net and held in the glove of Hicks. there, chopped forward. Trying to get to it there was Knutson. But ready for it was Carrillo as that one goes far side. Held in at the point out there by Siegmeyer, and a shot. Greens all the way around. This time Knutson picks up cleanly. Feeds on for Johnson coming down the middle. Who has LaHillier on the far side? LaHillier a shot and swallowed up by Lamb. Good offensive rush there. 3-on-2. Moving the puck well. Getting a nice clean shot off. Just need a few more of those. Find its way to the back of the net. Johnson will send that one forward and go pick it up. Backhands out in front. Gloved aside there by Falcons defender and chased down along the boards by LaHillier. Hughes with some room out at the point. Got it to LaHillier, who was looking backhand towards Knutson on the back door. Couldn't get it to him. Now Steinhoff will walk in from the point. Offers a shot. Hit a stick, but had enough juice behind it to still make it all the way deep into the corner. That one up and off the glass. And over end puck corralled in by Steinhoff, and home team will go get a change. Lemry will backhand that one in deep and give chase. First on it'll be Rosser. Quickly met there by Lemry and pinned up against the boards down low. Coming in for a little bit of help there. Bricks manages to poke that one away, walks towards the front there, was trying to make the move across the goal line all by himself as an attempt was stymied and sent on back down off the glass over the shoulder of Olsen. Now Bricks trying to pick it back up. Moore will carry that one in, or Cook I should say, against Rosser. Now Bricks. And far side, Otto's clearing effort. Olsen able to reverse direction and put on net. It'll be kicked to the corner. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Allows Bricks to come on in with some help from Lemry and keep that one in deep. Now Kennedy able to chip that one out across center. Penalty upcoming here as Bricks' stick is still somewhere amongst Kennedy on the far side of the ice. Call here will go against Bricks. Didn't see the signal. I'd assume some sort of a hold or a hook or other way of implanting his equipment into Mr. Kennedy's. So it'll be the first power play for the away team in this contest. Be Hausworth to take the draw for the advantage team. Bieberitz will chip that one to the side, but there to gather it in it was Racino. He'll retreat with it a little bit, surveying, looking for somewhere to go. Shadowed by McLaughlin before sending it near side onto the stick of Otto. Tripping the call on Bricks there for those who wanted the official designation, as this one goes D to D and onto the stick of Everson. Didn't like it. He'll send back out for Racino at the point. Winds one up. Little back scratch and slap shot there. Kicked aside and picked up along the boards by Hausworth, who now walks back towards center. He'll swap spots with Everson, and a good save down low there. As Otto walks that one, looking for some real estate. He'll drop for Hausworth. Hausworth back to him. And now he'll call for it up top. Trying to walk in, didn't like the look. McLaughlin had the lane that he wanted covered, and now they'll try and go back door for Racino. That worked with him not all that long ago, but nothing doing there, and it'll come back out to the top. This one back to Racino on the far side. He'll offer a shot there. Crashing in hard there was Otto, and now finally able to clear that one on out. 40 seconds remaining on the power play as that one there tapped by McLaughlin and onto the stick of Racino. He'll walk that one in, had some traffic in front of him, didn't like it, so he'll look to the far corner for Otto again. Back out to the point. Hausworth looked like he was trying to connect back door with Racino. Will do so somewhat indirectly as that one's offered over the far side once again. Sliding there. Official seems content to wait until the play leaves to correct the net as that one carried in by Moore. Took a stick to the face, and there will be a penalty coming here for that. going against Everson. So within moments of the Shamrocks' return to full strength, we will put another man in the box on the far side, on the opposite side, I should say, and Shamrocks will have an opportunity to go up a man. Johnson will step in to take the draw in his own offensive zone. Will Jannon trying to come through and help out with that one. Johnson will get it to Steinhoff, who has some pressure on him right away, but he'll make a move to walk that one down the boards. Offers that up, low angle. Kicked out in front, an opportunity, but not exactly they're looking for. McLaughlin from behind his own net. He'll build some speed here and come across center. The man in pursuit now as he brings this one down behind his own net. Drops out in front. Steinhoff, a backhanded effort there, and lost somewhere in the padding of Lamb in net. Minute and 31 remaining on the power play. Personnel remain unchanged. This time, though, cleanly coming through. Will Jannon to Steinhoff, winds one up, and that one redirected up into the side now, trying to put that one back on net with Knutson stepping in. Steinhoff there offers a shot, and this one will be cleared effectively all the way back down to the far end. Hicks there trying to get the play started, finds Knutson out near center. He'll back it up towards Steinhoff. Some pressure coming there, at least to scare him away from Jansen. And a bit of a miscue there. McLaughlin will have to chase that one back down. A minute remaining on the power play. As that one bounces up towards the stick of Lemery, and he tried to feed that one on to Cook. Instead, going back the other way, it'll be Jansen. He's met by McLaughlin just inside the blue line, and a loose puck picked up by Steinhoff now and batted along. Trying to walk through there was Koenig, and was met by Cook. Steinhoff now will drop this one for Lemery. Just 33 seconds remaining on the power play for the Shamrocks as the captain tries to get something started. Feeding for McLaughlin on the far side. He'll walk in, takes the shot there. Puck bounces towards the far side. The Hillier picks up, curls, looking for somewhere to go. Feeds out for Walker at the point. Got a shot. That one will go off the onboard glass and chopped at by Rosser, but able to be kept in by the combination of a few Shamrocks players there. Lemery will send in deep. 5 seconds remaining on the power play. The stick taps from the netminder as Lemery works that one down in the corner. To Hillier tried the little give and go move there. Well defended. That one comes back out in front. Walker will give chase. Quickly on him will be Kennedy as both teams are back at full strength. That one wraps all the way around before being sent back in deep once more. Off the boards from Kennedy there. Bouncing puck gathered by Rosser, and now back to Walker once more. Bit of a weave going on there now as Cahill puts a check on the far side. It'll come around the stick of Rosser again. He'll offer that one across the net mouth. Cahill, first man to it, quickly under pressure from Carrillo as that one chased down, gathered in by Everson, who's tripped up by LaHillier and goes into the boards, and the penalty upcoming. So LaHillier will take a trip to the box there. But frustrated visibly. 10:41 remaining in the second period. 4-0 still the lead to the visitors as they'll have another power play opportunity. Both teams seem to sort of be trading man advantages here for the last 6 minutes or so. No one able to capitalize as of yet. Neutralized face-off. It'll be Bricks and Houseworth, and this one chased down by Will Jannon. Houseworth gathers in, looks far side towards the stick of Everson, and he'll carry that one himself into the zone now, working it down deep against Lucas. He'll curl away from that one, feeds for Houseworth. Racino crashing hard on the far side there. I shouldn't say crashing, drifting from a point to a backdoor position. Catches the puck cleanly, and now he's got all kinds of time to survey. Thought he saw something nice up top there, and this time it looks like we will get a whistle. either for a dislodged net or too many occupants in the crease. Get the whistle. And perhaps correct some equipment for the netminder. Yeah, the goalie's cage coming out of the helmet there. And some padding from it nearly out of the zone. Some communication going on there, and someone from the Shamrocks bench making the run to the locker room. Find a way to repair the helmet of Mr. Hicks in net. Just over 30 seconds from the LaHillier penalty have gone by, so whatever's happened, seems like Hicks has it repaired, but he'll have an extra one on the bench should he need it. As this one sent to Racino out at the point, quickly pressured by Knutson, but able to tic-tac that one around towards the stick of Everson now as it comes back to him out at the point. He'll skate away from Knutson, backhands to the near side, walked in by Kennedy. Lots of traffic down in front as Kennedy will try and corral this one out near the point. Turns, sends across. Racino has handled the puck a lot and sort of quarterbacked the power play in many ways. I think he's moved about 8 feet in total during the power play effort. Not a large area of ice, but seems to have control of it as a shot there offered and smothered by Hicks. Over half the penalty gone, 55 seconds remaining on that as we'll get a fresh platoon here. Hicks will get a fresh helmet. Need more in there for the Shamrocks to go to work against Houseworth. Get everybody back in their proper positions. And that one chopped towards the point, gathered in by Racino. He'll offer a shot there, goes off the stick of Moore and careens into the corner. McLaughlin quickly trying to get to it, but beat there by a half step by Everson. And now with an opportunity down the far side, Everson hacks at him as he comes on in, works that one to the backhand, goes up and in, trying to take the water bottle off on the shorthanded effort. Didn't clear the bottle, but got it into the back of the net and puts Shamrocks on the board. So we'll reset here at center ice. 38 seconds still remaining on the penalty to Hillier. We'll get the video back up in a second here. Just some quick technical adjustments. Houseworth gathers on the backside defense. Hicks trying to chop that one back up towards Chamberlain now. More credit with the assist on that one. He'll offer that from just outside the blue line, somewhat uncleanly, and found its way back behind the net. Now far side, Olsen will gather in, retreating back, manages to cleanly connect that one with Moore, fumbles a bit there. The Motor Company logo under the ice, reaching up and grabbing it as Otto offers a shot on the far side. Both teams full strength, see if they can maintain that as that one sent out in front. Kicked aside, Cahill manages to catch up to it and feeds on to the stick of Francis, works his way around McDonald, coming in on the near side. Shot unable to get cleanly off as Houseworth was there, but Moore picks up from behind and elevates one. Just a bit high and outside, and down the far side, picking it up is Carrillo, going to work against Olsen. Olsen forces him down behind. And a good effort there by Chamberlain to stop the centering pass. Francis able to at least keep that one to the top of the zone, and now would seem able to send it across neutral ice, or at least into neutral ice. Make everybody tag up before a shot is offered from near the center ice mark by Siegmeyer. Koenig chasing that one down, chopped at for a moment there by Walker, who now offers on for Chamberlain. I should say Francis, who tries to feed on to Chamberlain. Didn't do so successfully, but they'll get that puck in deep before going for a change. Rosser now trying to feed that one across. LaHillier camped out there. Strategic line change there in the second period to stay on sides as Walker offers that one right into the breadbasket of Lamb. 7:25 remaining in the middle period of the contest. Lead cut to 3. Knutson flanked by LaHillier and Johnson. Sent back out for Wiljanin at the point. That one looked like it had a shot for a second there. Johnson tries to center again, but picked up by Kennedy behind the net. Makes the dangerous cut across, but had a good pick set there by Rosser, and now able to feed up towards Otto. He fumbled for a moment, but LaHillier sweeping through, thought he had one. Didn't, and Winterbottom will gather in down low. Backhands looking far side for his defensive partner. Didn't quite have it. He'll step in to free it up again. LaHillier now, with some help from Johnson, they'll feed it at least as far as the point, but able to hold it in there with Siegmeyer. Wrapped around now near side. Rosser holds in at the point under pressure from Knutson. That one bouncing towards the corner. Kennedy offers a low angle shot. Found its way to the backside. Winterbottom will shove Jansen aside. Kennedy surveying, looking to feed that one there. Well defended by Wiljanin. LaHillier makes a man miss, gets it through, sauces one out in front. Rosser got a stick on it, but there was Knutson. He'll pick up, looking to feed that one towards center. Didn't get the first man, but he got the second. Backhanded effort, chipped behind the net safely. LaHillier curling, though, trying to find Knutson on the backside again. Very nearly connecting on a couple of those. A good rhythm worked out between those two as Rosser going for the long sauce contest sends that one and just a little bit wide of being on net, so the icing will be called. Bring it all the way back down to the west end of the arena. 6:03 remaining in the second, just over halfway of the contest, I suppose, as Lemry steps in there to go to good work against Hausworth, and a shot offered by Steinhoff on the far side, swallowed up, and a stoppage. Not much taken off the clock on that one, so we'll try it again. The far side there, Hausworth and Lemry. This one bricks out to Steinhoff. He has time to wind that one up, but it ricochets wide again. An offer there from Cook, held behind the net. Now, seemingly scared of the impending contact, Everson will offer that one back out to the front. Tied up in the skates there. It'll be Everson again, coming away with it. Poked aside by Lemry. But McDonald will feed on for Racino once more. Near side, picked up by Hausworth. He'll get that one on the stick. A shot there, and off of the blocker, chopped up and out of play. Off there, goes back, trying to chip that one through was Walker. Instead, the only one on it was Everson out at the point. And now Bieberitz will pick up and carry into neutral ice. Working against McDonald, manages to make his way behind that one. Puck will wrap around to the far side. Everson first man on it, pursued by Bieberitz, but McDonald will have some time here to survey. Feeds far side. Everson again. We'll just keep going D to D here. That one chopped forward slightly, picked up by Walker. He'll skate that one up himself, sends it to the corner, and Everson will beat him to it and chop it back. Koenig had that one up in the pads for a moment. It'll be Bieberitz retreating and sending across for Olsen. And then picking it back up again on the far side. Looking for somewhere to go with it. He'll send towards Moore. Moore surveys, has McLaughlin on the far side, taps off the boards to himself. Good move there. Little toe drag inside, and the backhand second effort. Not quite enough, but a good move and effort there. Koenig comes back down there. A shot offered, looking for the 5-hole. Instead, Walker will pick that one up, sent back across center. Bouncing puck. Tapped by Bieberitz for Francis, who's able to get it in deep. McLaughlin on the near side, looking for somewhere to go with it. I think he was searching for the point man, but in the change, not everybody quite where they were supposed to be. Icing waved off as Will Jannon gathers this one in, looking for somewhere to go behind his own net. They'll give him room, so he'll skate it for a moment before feeding to Cahill across center. Cahill muscles his way through that one, trying to chop it ahead for Francis, but couldn't quite do so. Koenig coming back the other way. He'll take a shot. Cahill had the angle down on that one for quite some time. Koenig failed to adjust. Now down low, Chamberlain will put the hit on. That one chopped off the boards there, held in by Rosser up top. Will Jannon down low. He'll try and clear this one again. Finds some glass there. Gets a little bit of help from Francis, finally able to get that one across center ice. Just under 3.5 minutes remaining in the second period. As Kennedy spins there, finds some room, manages to feed across onto the stick of Jansen, and a bit of a scrum in the front of the net. And that one will get shot wide of the net mouth there. Picked up by Knudsen. He'll take a little bit of room there before Rosser closes down on him and send that one in deep. Backhanded around now. Knudsen trying to hold that one in. Does so effectively towards the stick of LaHillier. Diving was Rosser. Knudsen got that one back. Manages to do the full 360. And a shot just a bit high and wide. Good use of the reach there by Knudsen to get all the way around on that. Otto now trying to feed that one for Jansen out in front. Jansen will scamper to pick that one back up. Looking to feed to the middle for Kennedy. Instead it was LaHillier there who manages to tap on for Johnson. Johnson towards the middle, feed for LaHillier. LaHillier drops back to Johnson, perhaps a little bit more velocity on that than Johnson was prepared for, and now Otto will spin away and retreat back into neutral ice under some persistent harassment from Knudsen. A little bit of help from Lemry there. Trying to get that one through. Puck up on the shelf for a moment. And Otto now skates to the far side. Drops off for Racino. A shot offered, and that one up and out of play just inside the 2-minute mark of the period. Face-off will come in the Shamrocks defensive end. Lemry will be the man on the draw, going to work against Hausworth on the far side. I'll tie up for a second there. There's a little scrum in the skates as going through was Carrillo to pick it up, but now Lemry once again finds himself with just enough room to get it bounced back right at him. He'll reverse back behind for Walker. Walker looking for somewhere to go, and he's got Lemry out across center. Lemry keeps working down low, gets a little bit of help there from Bricks. Poked back in by Steinhoff. Bricks manages to corral that one in. A shot there. Puck was up on end, so a little bit more altitude than desired, and cleared all the way back down. Icing called on that one. 1:17 remaining in the second period of play. We'll reset this one to the right-hand side of the Eagle River net. Drifting in more to take the draw. Bieberitz taps that one back towards the point, but a bit wide. Walker will retreat to across center and feed to Olsen. D-to-D back up, looking for Bieberitz there. Chopped that close enough to center. Icing waved off as McDonald goes back in behind. He'll reverse direction of that puck. Up the boards towards Carrillo. Just under a minute remaining now in the period as Moore gathers that one in and offers a shot to the wide side. A pitch would have been a bit outside the frame. Caught and held by the netminder. Face off there. Taken back. McDonald will offer the high end over end pitchfork play. Olsen capable of corralling that one in. McLaughlin shrugs off one defender on his way through, and the second one will get the better of him. And that puck will be cleared back out towards Olsen. Far side for Will Jannon. He'll send that back For either Bieberitz or Moore. It'll be Bieberitz who got the stick on it first. Now Moore curling, looking for somewhere to go. Had McLaughlin curling. Just a bit out of reach. And now back up for Koenig. He's got a man with him on the near side. That's Carrillo. He'll try and feed it through to him there, but unsuccessfully. He'll retreat, pick it back up. This time Moore intercepts. Wanted to feed up for McLaughlin, didn't have it, so he'll do a little spin and buy himself some space. Carries that one in himself. And that'll do it for the second period. 4-1, the lead to the visiting team from Eagle River. We'll take a pause here again, resurface the ice. They'll be back with the final period in this one.
Winners can be verified at the merchandise counter. Winning ticket 3. I heard that. 3. Well, they don't update their 609. If you want to win, please go to the merchandise table $220. It is your winnings. Once again, you are winning ticket number 331. 9369.
It does. Well, my wife says you guys are doing a good job announcing. So. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Henry Dollars is going to take 3 shots. Trying to win himself a cash prize from the blue line. Cheer him on, here we go. He hit the straight only on the first one. Someone in it took me too. Here we go. Give Henry a big round of applause. The 3 shot from the blue line.
are back. 20 more minutes remain in what is a 3-score game here at the Marinette Rec Center. This one quickly taken back by Everson and across to McDonald. They'll go D to D again here. Puck moving quick on fresh ice up onto the stick of Kennedy, who offers a shot. Glove down by Hicks and held. Johnson will win that one back in the direction of Olsen. Tries to wrap it around, but a good job to hold it in there by Jansen. That one rode the shelf along the boards there a little bit for a second, but put back in by Jansen, picked up by Kennedy. Hassled down low by Walker, and a little bit of help from Johnson frees that puck up for Walker to take it and skate it at least as far as he needs to feed on to LaHillier. LaHillier drops off Johnson. A one-time ripper goes wide. And a bouncing puck out across center ice. Corralled in by Olsen to Walker. Off the boards. Tapped back out by Knutson, looking for LaHillier streaking through. Didn't quite catch him. Otto pops that one up, and now Lemery will walk on ahead. He'll offer a shot there, kicked aside by Anderson. Gloved along by Cook, pressured down low by Houseworth, and he'll wrap that one around. Winterbottom's attempt to hold the puck in unsuccessful. Back in deep, Hicks will hold for Winterbottom. Winterbottom looking to go up the boards in the direction of Moore. That one picked up on the backside by Otto once again, and Rosser offers a shot. That one tapped ahead now to Moore. He'll skate this one into the zone. Got one man to work against in Siegmeyer, and that one wraps around far side. Cook tries to hold in. Racino there, swallows him up. Going across there, Lemery puts a little check on Rosser, and a shot from near center goes wide. Will Jannon chops that one out across center, looking to connect with Bieberitz, and not quite able to do so. Winterbottom now walks that one across center and sends in deep once more. Will Jannon will give chase. Everson on it and feeds for Siegmeyer. Trying to feed that one out. They'll say that went off a Lemery's stick and negates the icing. Hicks will offer around the far side. Didn't anticipate the change, but Steinhoff there just in time to free that one up. Fancy footwork there from Carrillo, and able to put it in deep was Everson. McLaughlin will take that one off the boards on the far side. Forward on to the stick of Bricks, who's pressured by Carrillo all the way down. A loose puck off the pad of Anderson there, and now Carrillo will take this one back in the other direction. He's got one man with him, and Koenig crosses just ahead, but not far enough ahead, and on the backside got tied up and unable to make a play on the puck as this one comes back around. McDonald will gather in for Carrillo. Back to Everson, who's pressured there by Chamberlain before feeding on to Kennedy, who sidestepped a little bit there, looking to like he was going to take the shot, and then fed in the direction of Jansen in the back door. Chamberlain able to clear that one out now. Pressure put on by Hughes as McDonald tried to clear that one. Didn't quite get it through Francis. Everson comes out from behind his own net. Finds his man in Otto across the rink. Francis went in trying to do that, and Otto said, "I'll go down, but you're coming with me," as this one wraps around now in the direction of Cahill. Out to the point there. Shot taken by Siegmeyer, but blocked. Now carried back the other way by Walker. 2-on-1. Diving effort there. Back door. He had his man, but unable to get the shot cleanly off. Good job by Cahill there to at least slow down that effort from Kennedy, who now backhands out across center and onto the stick of Jansen. Jansen drops for Otto. He'll walk towards center there. Offers up a shot. And Siegmeyer will hold the line. Rosser, a shot made all the way to Hicks, bounced out. And now to the corner. He'll try that one again. Fanned on it just a little bit, or shouldn't say fan, but didn't get all of it. And now a backhanded clearing effort comes to him again. This time he'll just try the wrister. That one bounces down towards Hicks in front. And they will manage to get that one back out. And looks like that'll be Lucas Otto put that one back in. A bit of a shooting gallery on Hicks down there. 5-1, now the lead following the goal there. 15:05 remaining in the third period of play. We'll have the center ice face-off here to follow that, and cleanly around the horn there. Now gloving it back to himself is Houseworth. Trying to get something going across the ice, and a bit too high and out of reach. Lucas now will pick this one up behind his own netminder, feeds for LaHillier. LaHillier across center, hassled there by Racino, tried to chip that one through, managed to get it on. Johnson picks up behind, puts it out in front. Just a little bit out of reach of everyone, it would seem, and now back the other direction comes Rosser. Wide side, Racino offers the slap shot there. That'll catch someone's stick on the way through and ricochet up and out of play. Cook will take that one off the draw. He's got some speed built up, makes his way through there. Good effort. And puts that one right into the waiting pads, followed up by Anderson and net. Good jump by Cook off of the draw there. Took it all the way down, just didn't quite have the finishing move ready for when he got there. Lemery will step in against Rayala on that one. Chasing it down, Cook feeds out to the point. Lucas looking backside towards Moore. Lemery trying to use the body to build some separation there. But I think McDonald might have a bit of weight on him as this one sent towards Carrillo, and now curling Will Jannon towards Lemery. Feeds across for Moore. Hassled quickly there by Koenig. And cross ice breakout somewhat stymied by a deflection as this one sent all the way down. So he's going to touch on it near center. Must have been Will Jannon, and that one no icing called. Lucas went all the way down, stepping in. Koenig managed to muscle his way through, feeds it down below, out in front there, looking for Carrillo, and a bit wide. Carrillo goes down low here again, trying to work the give and go with Rayala. Rayala will take that one up the boards. Take a bump from Lemery there as try and work that one out. Carrillo doesn't like the traffic he had inside, so he'll drop for McDonald at the point, whose shot doesn't make it all the way to the net. Now Cook will try and settle things down a little bit, or at least get the puck clear. Does so, just out of reach. Moore will get a touch on it to negate the icing, but didn't like the momentum, so he'll send it back around. Steinhoff coming in off the bench, tried to get a stick on it, didn't quite do so. Kennedy breaking down, coming through with some speed there was Jansen, didn't quite get a clean handle on the puck. Kennedy will send that one in deep as he's met by Bricks just outside the blue line. Now down low, got that one out in front. Otto was there. Diving effort from Hicks. I didn't see the indication from the official, but the celebration in the scoreboard would indicate that Otto was successful there. That's one for each Otto at that point, and the lead is extended. Back to center there. Kennedy got the better of him and dropped it off for Siegmeyer. And now trying to work his way through was McLaughlin again. He's got the lone goal in this one. Looking for a second as that one Kick down low, crashing in was Jansen to try and break it up. It'll be McLaughlin looking to feed across to the point towards the stick of Walker, but got deflected, so they'll have to try this one again. Bieber, it's on the far side. Push there by Siegmeyer. Tried to find some open space to work with was Kennedy. He'll go to the far side. Rosser chips that one up, out across center. Walker, the man there. His clearing effort picked up quickly by Otto, and offsides will be the call. We'll pull this one back out in a neutral ice. 11:50 remaining in the third period here as that one heads in the direction of the Shamrocks bench. In retreat, Walker there trying to feed through. Touched off of Chamberlain. Icing waved off as Cahill was in pursuit. He'll pick it up behind his own net. Comes around looking for somewhere to go with it. Centering effort there blocked. Racino there, but Walker able to feed it in deep once again. Down low, Chamberlain curling, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Elevated puck past the outreached hand of Olsen. And now fed on back for Cahill again as that one sent in deep. Clearing effort there, bounces its way over Cahill's stick to Racino on the near side, feeds across. Cutting his way through and onto the backhand there was Lucas Otto, and equal to the task was Hicks. Cahill now trying to walk that one far side, manages to find his way into the zone. Everson with pressure, Rosser with some help, and they'll separate him from the puck. Racino there, clearing effort successful past the stick of Winterbottom. He'll retreat and gather it in near center ice. Glove down there by Everson. Some pressure from Winterbottom to slow the breakout. Give the Shamrocks a little bit of time to get the change done. Knutson trying to find somewhere to go with it. Was looking to feed to Johnson. It'll be picked off and end up on the stick of Hausworth instead. Hicks will play this one in front of his own net. Feeds up and onto the stick of Will Jannon. Trying to find some separation there. Able to do so, but only for a moment. Good effort from Rayala, and now LaHillier comes away with it. Backhands up towards Knutson, who's got a little bit of open ice in front of him. Working his way in, has Winterbottom coming with, manages to make it all the way in and poked away by the outstretched stick of the netminder Anderson, and now cleared. Carrillo will pick this one up, going to work against Johnson, coming sliding through Will Jannon, though. In reverse, got the hip check on him, and now LaHillier will feed this one back up across center towards Knutson again, but puck will find its way through. McDonald gets to it. A little bit of harassment from Knutson slows the breakdown down, at least for the moment, and now he'll come cross ice and onto the stick of Everson. Clears. Carrillo taps that one through. Chased down by Hughes now as the Falcons will go for their change. Hughes off the boards and all the way down. That one will get the icing call. We'll bring it back down to the Shamrocks end and reset. Kennedy and Lemery, the two on the draw here. That one towards the boards. Hughes had a stick on it for a moment, and now for more. Tries to forward it through to Cook, who had some speed built up there, but McDonald able to keep it out of reach. And now Everson looking to feed that one through. Kicked aside by Jansen. Cook curling, looking for somewhere to go. I thought he had Lemery. Otto had a stick on it. That one now sent far side, just bounced over the stick of Lemery. D to D as retreating with it Everson. Falcons seeming to just kind of keep away for a little bit here until something materializes. And for a moment there, Kennedy thought he had something. It'll be Otto who carries into the zone, drops off for Kennedy, gets it fed back to him down low, gathers it in, centers it, and way on the backside. A shot offered by Jansen, and now Lemery able to go off the glass and clear. McDonald will corral that in his own defensive zone with about 8 minutes remaining in regulation, as that one goes all the way down, and again the icing will be called. Face off to the left-hand side of Anderson there. Bieber is trying to push that one forward. Got it a few feet, but not quite to the net, as now Houseworth, in the spirit of today's FIFA pool draw, kicks that one up and it's held in on the far side by Walker. Dancing with it down low there was Siegmeyer for a moment. McLaughlin able to get it out at least equal with the net mouth before it was sent all the way back down, and an icing called once again. Right off the draw, Bricks put that one in the direction of the net, but a little bit wide. Olsen crashing over to try and prevent Racino's clearing effort. Unable to do so, and an icing once more. .7:24 remaining in the third, 6-1 the score. Those are some of the icings that you see some of the officials get a little lax on at this point in the game, but they'll call that one here as McLaughlin and Walker will work that one. McLaughlin curls out around the outside, got a hard shot off there, went off of someone's skate, but didn't make it to the net. Now Walker walks this one on in, offers one up, a rebound, Juicy out in front, but Bricks got turned around on it. Walker will retreat, be able to hold that one in. That's a good little defensive, or I should say offensive series from him on the defensive position, as this one's fed through and onto the stick of Otto, looking to carry it in. McLaughlin now picks that one up. He'll take this one himself up the middle, poked aside by Rosser, and he'll gather back in and get to about the blue line, offer one off the end boards that Will Jannon will chase on down. Rosser finds himself with a puck on the stick cleanly, chips it up, looking to connect with Carrillo, and will do so. Diving effort there from Lucas to keep that puck away from the front of the net. Reset here for a change. Rotzler looks like he took a bit of a shot to the face somewhere in there. He'll go back to the bench. And Will Jannon will keep that one in deep. Carrillo looking for somewhere from behind his own net. Feeds on up at his man and Koenig. Lucas gonna get the call for the trip there as he got more skate than puck, trying to poke that one away. So power play for the Falcons here with 5:45 remaining in the game. Knudsen able to get a stick on that one, send it all the way down. Anderson will play. Feeds that one 2/3 of the way and a little bit of reverse direction before it's picked up by Everson and carried back on. He'll drop back out to the point. Houseworth come near side for Racino. Racino again there, feeds that one back door onto the stick of Everson and a shot. Every now and then you'll watch a player, especially on a power play, exhibit an interesting quality. Racino's got it so far here tonight on a couple of them. It seems like there's a bit of a force field around him. Nothing real flashy about the play or the movement, but somehow always has time and space to seem relaxed with the puck once they get set up in the offensive zone. He'll tip that one towards Hausworth, who now feeds for Jansen, and he'll walk that one on in. Otto will feed back to Racino. A little bit of pressure from Lemry there, but able to calmly slide that one to Hausworth. Backside, a shot offered by Everson. He'll pick it up once again and feed to Racino up at the top. Time to scratch the back and let one rip there. Ricochets to the corner. Fed back down, and a little give and go from below the goal line towards Kennedy. He'll bounce it back out. Racino will walk that one in. Goes off of the blocker of Hicks. Everson back up to the point. Lemry sort of walking out there to put a little bit of pressure on before they feed it back around the horn. And now Lemry picks up a loose puck. He's got a bit of room to move. Racino the only man back. Does a good job to poke that one away. Lemry stays with it, but unable to get the shot off cleanly as that one picked up by Kennedy behind. Tapped down by Hausworth. Coming through with some speed on it was Rayala, and he'll carry into the zone. Olsen broke that one up. They'll kind of tangle up towards the end boards there. Full strength are the Shamrocks as that one bounces around towards the stick of Moore. Taps along, looking for Lemry. He's going to go to the bench. He needs one. He's done a few too many lengths on that shift. Trying to make his way through there was Walker. And Bricks thought he had a run, but the puck will drift back towards Olsen instead. Olsen to Moore. Up the boards, picked off by Rayala. That one sent in deep. Olsen will gather behind his own netminder. Picking it up, Koenig feeds out to the point. Into the stick of Siegmeyer, looking for that far corner post. Got the kick out. Rosser will offer one that goes up and around. Back to the corner now. Carrillo the first man on it. Rosser a shot from out at the point. That one will find a couple of bodies before being chipped out across. He's going to the bench there, unaware of the presence of Bricks, who carried in, got the shot off, but equal to the task. Scrum down in front. Anderson will get the glove on top of it, and a stoppage. 2:39 left in the game. Face off to come to the left-hand side of Anderson. It'll be Bieberitz and Kennedy, the two on the draw. That one to the boards, and Rosser will dump that one out across center. Will Jannon looking for somewhere to go with it. Had McLaughlin, and he'll get it back on the far side. That one will hit the wrong side of the net, but he'll pick it up and do the circle once more. McLaughlin with some traffic in front, a couple of tips on it, and Otto will be able to clear with the backhand all the way down. Icing waved off as the puck comes to rest in the corner, just in time for McLaughlin to send it around. He gave Kennedy a bit of a hug. And now Steinhoff makes his way through. Has Bieberitz with him, fed it to him, but just a bit behind the blade. 2 minutes remaining in the contest. As Bricks tries to backhand that one on net from down low. McDonald's feed there, somewhat redirected, and finds its way to Anderson in the front of the net. 1:45 the time on the clock. That one pushed to the boards there by Francis, and now McLaughlin trying to make his way on net. Does so, got the backhand, but chopped aside, and we have a penalty called here. That'll go against Everson. So with 1 minute and 37 seconds remaining in the game, it's either a man advantage all the way to the end, or perhaps cutting the lead by a score. False start. Try that one again. And Johnson happy to try that one again as that one got cleanly back to Steinhoff. McLaughlin now trying to work his way away from McDonald. Caught Will Jannon zooming through there, and they'll do a little give and go play, but picked off by Carrillo. Clearing effort stopped there. Johnson will pick that one up, send back to Steinhoff to try and regroup. Johnson with some speed, feeds for McLaughlin. He'll enter the zone with 1:05 remaining in the game. Works around behind the net, looking for somewhere to go out in front. Didn't have it. Knutson will gather in the corner. Feeds for Johnson down low again. Well, Jannon with the one-timer there. Caught something in front and cleared back out across center. Off the boards for Johnson now, trying to work this one back in. Tied up there by Carrillo and company. Well, Jannon holds in on the far side. He'll try the shot there. That one ricochets, picked up by McLaughlin along the point. His attempt to move through Carrillo there unsuccessful. That one chipped up and over and all the way down. 20 seconds remaining in the game as McLaughlin picks this one up behind his own net while the team goes for the change. He'll bring this one in across the blue line. Elevates that one off the glass. Bouncing puck kicked down there by Will Jannon and then tapped for Cook in the corner. LaHillier trying to feed that one through. Good pressure from McDonald. Manages to turn away, and that is where time will expire on this one. 6-1 the final. Falcons stay undefeated and in the top spot in the Great Lakes Hockey League. The Shamrocks will fall to 1-3 on the season. Thank you all for joining us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow night as the Shamrocks play host to the Mosinee Papermakers here at the Marinette Rec Center at 8 p.m. Again, thank you all for joining. Final score is 6-1 in favor of the visiting team from Eagle River.